KREM 2 News at Noon begins now.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us here on KREM 2 News at Noon. I'm Laura Papetti, and we do begin with breaking news at this noon hour. Right now, North Idaho is experiencing some flooding in Bonner County. The East Spring Creek Road is closed due to washout, and crews are working on it now as people living in that area are being advised to shelter in place. The Bonner County Commissioner, Ron Korn, says some people are indeed trapped, and the fire department is working to get those folks evacuated. We do have a crew headed to that area to gather up more details. And of course, we'll have coverage tonight at 4, 5, and 6, and we are tracking it on all our platforms. So keep tuned in to KREM.com as well. So to get more on what's happening in terms of weather and flooding around the region, we're going to send it on over to Thomas Patrick. He is in the Outdoor Weather Center. Thomas, certainly just an odd couple of days as it has been really so warm. There is so much melt off. You were talking this morning during our meeting and talking about, you know, this kind of melt off we might see in springtime that's causing some of the problems. So give us some context here and where we're going next in terms of weather.
Yeah, so it's weird to think that the warm weather is being the cause of the flooding and less the rain itself, because we haven't gotten a ton of rain recently, maybe a bit more in the mountains than over our lowlands, but it's the snow melt-off and the runoff that's causing flooding concerns through areas of North Idaho. So there's Clark Fork. You would take Highway 200 to Clark Fork. Now, thankfully, Highway 200, we have not heard any reports of that stretch of highway flooding. So what it sounds like is some of those spurs that might be dead ends or one-ways are the ones that are flooded. And for those that are behind and on the one-way end of those roads, they would be trapped, because we would say, do not drive through flooded waters, because you cannot tell how deep those waters are. And it only takes 6 inches of water to sweep you off your feet. 2 feet of water could sweep your whole car or truck away. So that's why it would be dangerous in this region. I think areas that are along rivers, creeks, and streams are experiencing not only high water levels, but potential flooding and washout. So if you know that there's a flood-prone area that is nearby where you may live or may work or travel by, just be cautious, especially in that region of North Idaho. Again, it's not actively raining in that region. It's all the mountain snow melt that is causing these flooding issues. It's like 80% snow melt and 20% recent rainfall. Where we are seeing some light rain is more in our southern areas. So here's the Palouse, Pullman, Moscow, Colfax. You're all getting a light rain at the moment. Actually seeing a little peak of sunshine here from our Southville studios in Spokane. Another mild day. Again, 50s all morning long, and looks like we're on our way to another mid-50 near record high days. And yes, unfortunately, more mountain snow expected to melt this afternoon.
All right, my friend, and if you are experiencing flooding in your area, we would like to hear from you and, if possible, see pictures. But of course, only if you can safely snap a picture in your neighborhood. Flooding concerns are real, can be so dangerous. So #1 priority is to be cautious, but we, again, would love to see and hear from you throughout the region. Text us at 509-448-2000, and we can share that information and pictures with our viewers on all KREM 2 platforms. Meantime, Governor Bob Ferguson declared a statewide emergency because of the flooding across the Pacific Northwest. Flood warnings and watches are in effect throughout western Washington until tomorrow. So take a look. Floodwaters reaching dangerous levels near Tacoma, the water reaching pumps at gas stations and even flooding some homes. It got so bad that it triggered some rescues yesterday. Officials warn that more rain is expected to come. The emergency declaration Governor Ferguson signed does pave the way in order to get federal disaster funds.
The impact on Washingtonians is significant now, and it's going to be significant in the coming days, and that is an understatement.
If you live near water, it's time to listen.
So communities hit the hardest can expect some of the 300 National Guard members deploying over the next 48 hours, coming, of course, to help. All this rain has caused some rivers to continue to flood, as we've been talking about. And as we've also talked about, some roads have had to close. So let's take a look at a map from WashDOT showing all the traffic incidents in the state. Obviously, the west side is dealing with the majority of flooding and road closures. One big closures is Stephen Pass. Take a look at these photos. You can see mud, water, and trees covering the roadway. Just a mess. Now, taking a look at I-90 at North Bend, a mudslide shut down the road there as well. You can see 3 cars were stuck. You can see the trucks. We don't know when that road will open back up, but quite a mess. WashDOT and WSB says never drive through floodwater. It is very dangerous. Coming in new today, Spokane Valley has approved its budget for the next year at last night's city council meeting. Pardon me, they did approve the $148 million budget with a 6-to-1 vote. The city says with this new budget, they plan to focus on increasing public safety response, working on infrastructure, economic growth, expanding homeownership opportunities, and working on ways to reduce homelessness in Spokane Valley.